tell you what her political leanings are.
You know, Senator Rand Paul is saying he will oppose her appointment. He's saying that she has engaged in, quote, joyful glee at the suffering of people being tortured. Rand Paul is saying that if our American soldiers are captured, saying that since torture is okay with Americans, it's going to be fine to torture our American soldiers if they're captured. What's your take on that?
Well, first off, someone misinformed Senator Paul. He's referring to a section from my book where the chief of base was confronting Abu Zubaydah because he was faking confusion. That chief of base was not Gina. And that's the way that they're going to attack her. They're going to take things out of context and distort them. I don't think he's deliberately distorting them, but I think that someone told him something that is not true. I did not refer to her. That does not refer to her.
So that is a total mistake and an error. The media is incorrectly reporting that Gina Haspel took satisfaction in the torture of Abu Zubaydah. You're saying she wasn't even there?
I'm saying she's not the COB that I was talking about.
Okay, got it. All right, let's move on, because the media headlines are really ripping into Gina Haspel. Here's the New York Times saying, quote, Haspel played a role in the torture program. The Toronto Star is saying instead of being in jail, she's CIA director. I mean, they're really ripping into Gina Haspel here. What's your take on the media reaction here?
Well, I'm not surprised that the partisan media is doing that. You know, I can't confirm or deny any role that she may or may not have had operationally, but I can tell you this, that program was put in place at the highest levels of government. You know, it operated under the direction of the president. It was approved by the National Security Council. It was approved by the Department of Justice, the highest law enforcement agency in the land. The Attorney General said it was legal. You know, hundreds of people were involved in that.
Did it work?
And it's not.
Who did it help
yes.
catch? Because you know this is going to come up again in her confirmation hearings, the issue of torture, right? So who did it help catch?
Well, first off, the CIA didn't have a torture program.
All right,
period.
But what terrorists did it help catch?
Well, it helped catch Ben-Ashiba. It helped catch Amar Baluchi. It helped catch, it helped find and kill bin Laden. You know, I think this thing has been completely spun by those people who want to attack her. You know, the people who are caterwauling and squealing about women, powerful women not being placed in positions of power, should welcome her because she is a nonpartisan woman who can break the glass ceiling, who will keep Americans safe by not...
James, I'm sorry to interrupt. Tell us what terror plots were foiled by enhanced interrogation techniques.
Well, there were attacks on. Well, I can give you one. The attack, the second wave of attacks, where they were going to crash airplanes into the tallest buildings in Los Angeles, Chicago, and Seattle. That thing was initially disrupted by the way President Bush responded to the 9/11 attack. But by the time they got to where they can communicate again, we were catching people. They were providing information that allowed us to catch other people that eventually led to the plot being completely disrupted. And all of the people they were training to be hijackers captured. That was a direct result of the enhanced interrogation program.
I'm terribly sorry to have interrupted you there. I just want to get the context out there for the viewer. James Mitchell, thank you so much for coming on, sir. Really appreciate it.